season, these blue succulent orbs fill up the produce section in grocery stores. They're blueberries and they're delicious. And we are joined today by Papa Hank of Sky Ridge Farms in California. Tell me a little bit about your farm.
I planted the first blueberries in the year 2000.
And why did you choose blueberries of all fruit?
Well, I need something that's a little different. So I know in the back of my mind I said, yeah, blueberries. And man, they just flew off the shelf. I said, this is where I'm going to go.
So when are blueberries in season?
My season starts the first or second week in June, and that's when the early varieties ripen. I'll go June, July, August through September.
Now, if I want to grow them at home, what do I need?
It's best to have two varieties. The first thing you have to consider is amending your soil. Absolutely essential. 50% peat moss or planting mix and 50% dirt.
So what are you making for us today?
Blueberry vinegar.
I've never heard of that.
Yep.
And another surprise, I'm making blueberry salsa.
Wow.
Now, this is not your mama's salsa, so we need to throw a cup of blueberries into that food processor. I'm going to cut a quarter of a red onion, a handful of cilantro, and then if you could pick off the leaves from those strawberries and throw the strawberries in the food processor, I will get the juice of 1.5 limes. Thank you, Papa Hank. Now we are going to throw in 1 jalapeno pepper seeded, half of a small avocado. This will add creaminess to the salsa. 2 garlic cloves. We're gonna throw them in the food processor and pulse it up. Blueberry vinegar, how do you make it?
Well, what we need is white wine vinegar and some blueberries.
How many
so if you
blueberries?
can make a half a cup of blueberries, and I'll put a cup in this container here. I would pour the blueberries and we'll mash them up. Then we're going to take them to the stove.
So we want to bring this to a boil?
To a boil,
Okay.
right. And then after it comes to a boil, we'll let it simmer for 15 minutes.
All right. Now, that's more like the color of red wine now.
Taste it, taste it.
Okay. Let's see. That hardly tastes like vinegar.
Hardly. There's your blueberry vinegar.
Smells delicious, looks delicious, and I can't wait to eat it. So now we are making a blueberry sauce that you could serve over any protein. Today we'll do salmon, but you could grill a chicken, beef, pork, whatever you want and enjoy it with this sauce. All right, now this is a blueberry barbecue sauce, which sounds really weird because you would never think to add fruit into a barbecue sauce.
No.
But it's surprisingly savory. We'll let that cook on high until the blueberries really darken and all the butter has coated them. Now that the blueberries are a little dark, they're totally coated by the butter, we'll go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of ketchup. That does complement the blueberries, but everything we're adding right now just builds the complexity of this sauce. Now we'll add about 4 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, and we have brown sugar, salt, and a little bit of garlic powder.
Oh, always have to have garlic.
And about a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. We'll turn it down to low and let it reduce for about 15 minutes, and we'll wind up with a thick, delicious barbecue sauce. And I like to keep it pretty simple with the fish because the blueberry sauce really does have a lot of flavor.
Never thought of blueberries as a sauce.
Well, if I can surprise the blueberry farmer, I've done my job. You ready to dig in, Papa Hank?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We've got our salmon slathered with blueberry
boy.
barbecue sauce.
This looks gorgeous.
I know. And our barbecue
I can't wait.
salsa. How's that?
Distinctive. You're real.
Now, your blueberry vinegar will keep for a really long time.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But I think that it would actually complement the salsa really nicely. So it's actually quite wonderful. I'm gonna dig into the salmon.
Scrumptious. Mm-hmm. Wow.
So We can pick up blueberries at the grocery store or at an organic farm like yours. And today we discovered a few new ways to use these delicious blue orbs.
Yeah, great.
Delicious.